Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? We're just going to finish up our, I think this is our final delivery actually on this mission. I did leave it last time where it was nighttime, and I've just skipped the night. I'd switched the engine off. But when you skip the night, for some reason, it still wants to drain a load of fuel. So we've only got 70 litres of fuel left at the moment, which is not ideal, but I'm sure that we can work our way through. I mean, if we do run out, we'll just have to try and find a way to deliver some fuel to the truck so that we can keep going. We decided to go a slightly roundabout route this time so that we could avoid the river where we nearly got stuck last time. But yes, as you can see, we're playing Spintires today. My question I asked you all last week was, did you want it to be Factorio, Pharaoh, Spintires, Big Farmer, or Banished? And Spintires was first, Banished was second, Factorio third, Big Farmer was fourth, and Pharaoh was fifth. So, where do we go now? We are running low on fuel, and I came out round that way. Where did... Oh, it's because we went that way last time. We came up along that track there and then came across. This time we want to keep following this road and we want to go across this island. So we want to come on round here. We're using a lot of fuel to do this because I've got the diff lock and all-wheel drive on, and it is using it up at quite an astonishing rate. But I'm hoping that if we can just roar through here as quickly as we can. That's quite steep going in there, so that's not an ideal situation really. Hopefully this next bit we can roar through a little bit faster, and we should be reasonably close then to the next point, so we could then at least maybe switch off the diff lock or something. Let's try switching off the diff lock because that does lower the fuel consumption a bit. Nope, it's not going to make a difference. But yeah, my question for next week, which game do you want me to play next week? I have decided your choices will be Factorio, Big Farmer, which is the drugs game that we did previously, the one where you're making medicines and stuff. Banished, which is a kind of a builder's town management game. It's done in the medieval style. I particularly like that game, I really do. I played a lot of hours in that one. Then we have Don't Starve, the one that I played last week, and then the other options are, let's just take the diff lock and all wheels off a minute. The last option is Craft the World. Now this is basically, you've got a team of dwarfs, and your dwarfs have to craft all kinds of different items and stuff in order to complete the level and then move on to the next bit. And it's quite an enjoyable little game. It's a very small, it's a 2D one, it's not a 3D one. And I get a lot of enjoyment out of that game. I do quite like playing that one. Right. Now, our logs kiosk is here. Last time we came in this way. Do we want to risk doing something new? I don't think we do. I think we want to go this way because we are so low on fuel. Objective 1, Objective 2. I'm not even sure what Objective 1 is. Hang on a minute. Oh, hang on a minute. We got another objective that we got to do over there. I did say that I would think about playing this game with some mods because a few people have asked me to. I did want to try to complete some of it at least without using any mods. We are belching a lot of black smoke here. I'm guessing that we've done... Well, we've only done 3 of 600 on damage, so I can't see that it's really anything to do with the damage scale. At least I'm hoping not. Yeah, there is a new Spintires coming out very soon. Now, some of you are aware of this. Some of you are not aware of this. This Spintires is basically going to be everything that we hoped for from this original, they are actually going to do this time. And the reason that it kind of got abandoned and everything was because of disagreements between the publishers and the developers and the makers of the game and everything else. And it is unfortunate that it did happen, that there isn't a lot that we can do about that, and those of you who already own this game will get a sizable discount on the next one. The next one, it has a new publisher and developer and everything. The lead designer of the actual game is still in the project, so he's involved, so it's very, very similar. But it's Focus, is it Focus Interactive or Focus Home Interactive or something like that? I can't really remember the exact name. It's the same people that publish Farming Simulator. They are going to be the ones responsible for publishing the new version of Spintires, which as far as I'm concerned is absolutely brilliant because they do a really good job of managing and running everything. The game is absolutely fantastic. As you know, Farming Simulator, we play that a little bit on this channel. So, yes, it's done by the same people that publish Farming Simulator. And obviously not Giants who make it, but the same people who publish it, who are responsible for the publishing. And the new Spintires will be released on consoles as well. You can get it on the Xbox or the PlayStation or right here on the PC, which is where I will be playing it. And I will be playing it. I will be playing the new Spintires, Spintires Mud Runners. Is it Mud Runners or Mud Runner? I'm not quite sure. It's one or the other. I will be playing it as soon as it comes out. Hopefully on the day of release, I will release a video of it. I am really looking forward to it. It all looks fantastic. It looks absolutely amazing. And I, for one, am really looking forward to it. Now, I know from the comments that you see on the Facebook page and from elsewhere, there are some people who feel a little upset that there is a new version of the game coming out when technically the original is still in early development. It's not actually done a full release and you're being billed again. But keep in mind that it's not the same people, okay? It's now different people who are running the project. Last time there was creative differences or whatever it might have been. There were issues that prevented it from being released properly, and so it kind of fell by the wayside. Fell by the wayside. So there is nothing that can be done about that. We'll just have to, we kind of put that down to experience. It's not going to be released as the original game. This is a new game that we haven't seen previously. And yeah, if this is a major issue, it is a major issue for some people. Some people are really annoyed by this and really quite angry about it. There's not a lot I can do about that. I for one, I'm really happy about this. I'm absolutely delighted that this is happening and that we've got this new game coming out. I think it is amazing. I am so pleased about it, and I'm really looking forward to being able to play it. Unload. +4 load points. Objective complete. That's brilliant. We get a little cinema, we get the noise and everything, and everybody's happy. And there was even some jungle drums going on there for a while. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but anyway. Next thing that we want to do, so we have another objective. We've got to get a load delivered over to here. Now, we've got almost no fuel. There's fuel there, and we have, well, there's a cloaking thing there, and there's a cloaking thing over here. That is the Type A469 there. It's a truck that we could use. I think we've used that truck. We've got the standard logs kiosk over here. And we've got the logs lumber over here. I think this is where we actually load up. This is where we've got to go each time to load up. Unless we get a different type of loading vehicle. Now there's fuel there. Could we go there to get fuel? I don't think we can get across the river here though. I think we've got to go all the way round. This is kind of the next big issue. Could we go cross-country around? I don't think we can. I think that's really going to be pushing it. And this is a lot of bogs and mess, and that does look like a road along there. We could get to that cloaking device. We could uncover that one, and then there is a cloaking device there as well. And I think, I don't know what that is. Is that a road? Is that like a wide road coming off of that corner? We've got a logs kiosk there. But again, I don't think that's one that we can load in. I think we need to load elsewhere for it. So we're gonna try and go along this way. I'm gonna put if I put a line there like that. Ooh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go F1. And we go on round the corner. There is our line. Oh, it's a wide road. This should be nice and easy. Now I want to try and move this camera. Apparently, the new camera is going to be fixed as well. Those of you who are curious, yes, we're going to have a camera that actually works. It's going to be beautiful. If I turn the diff lock and the all wheels off, our 8 litres of fuel might get us to our destination. Now, I would like Oh, there's... I can kind of use the camera there at that point. 7 litres of fuel. Where are we? Where's the fuel? Oh, it's all the way up there. We haven't got a hope of getting there, have we? That's just not going to happen. So, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get fuel to this one, or we're going to have to jump it back to the garage and load up. Because we could do that. We can reset to the garage, which is easy enough. And then we could go and get fuel. And we know that we can get along this road without too much trouble. This one seems to be working quite well. We just keep going along here. Ignoring the going for the cloaking thing for a minute. We just race along here. 4 litres left. I don't think we're going to get anywhere, are we? Why does this camera work the way it does? I mean, seriously, how could... I know that this game's has got its issues, but for the most part, it's pretty good. But how could they possibly think that this camera thing was acceptable on release? I mean, if you're developing a game that requires being able to sort of look around a little bit, why would you think that this was the way to do it? I mean, maybe it was like to increase the challenge or something. We're on 0 litres of fuel. We're about to clonk to a stop, I think. Let's just put everything on, burn it through, so that we at least get us up out of the mud. There we go. Refuel with add-ons or rescue to garage. Right, we're not going any further, are we? So, we got as far as here. The cloaking device is fairly close. And what we could do is we could go along that road there. So, we need to rescue to the garage. That garage isn't open yet. We had... Oh, that's the garage trader there. We were taking that one over there at one point when we first started. So we want to go to garage and rescue your truck to this garage. Yes. Fuel to 200 litres. Now, there is a way that you can get more fuel. I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. It would help if we took our park brake off. Let's put every wheel going and we could just race along this road. We know this road. And we can race along here really quickly and get to where the logs kiosk is. Load up with logs. And then start going the other way. And this is going to be the difficult bit. I mean, I'm hoping that we can like get to the cloaking device and we can uncover a little bit first. Although, I am actually thinking, if we stop right here... Let's turn those two off, just in case that does actually... I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever. So, and stop engine. Can you... If we go F1, can you change to another vehicle really easily? You got the Type A. Yes, that's the one that we want. The Type A is just the Landrover, basically. So now, if we go from here, we want to just go back out and onto the road and up to that point there, and then we can try to hit those cloaking devices with this one. And this one's got plenty of fuel. Let's put the four-wheel drive and the diff lock on. It's not going to do that. It's not going to do it, is it? Let's try ramming that tree and see if we can get through it. It did it! No, it didn't. It sort of did it. Oh, that's right. I love the way that it does spring back to shape. That is actually a really nice touch. I'm pleased with that. I didn't notice that previously. The Mud Runner one, if you haven't seen the preview, the trailers and everything for the Mud Runner one, oh, it looks amazing. It genuinely looks awesome. I am so looking forward to being able to play that game. It is just going to be fantastic. Going to be great fun to play, and it looks like the cameras are fixed, so it's kind of going to be like Farming Simulator in that you can actually have it. I mean, on this one, the camera doesn't seem too bad. But generally speaking, we know the cameras absolutely suck in this game. They are useless. So, yeah, it does look like the camera is vastly improved. And this is the corner that we want to come out on. So if I put the diff lock and all wheels on, there we go, bouncy, bouncy. And now, oh, we are getting well and truly stuck in this, aren't we? This is going to slow us down, especially with the big truck as well. There's a lot of mud here. We want to go to the cloaking device, which is around here. Actually, we'll go here first. We get to that point, and then we can go cross-country, I think. Now, which is going to be the best way? Up and over or down through the water? I'm thinking up and over with this one. Go on! Go, go, go! Oh, lots of rocks. Now, the rocks do kind of take it out of your vehicle. So I think we'll have to go down through the water for the next one. And that is where we're headed, right to that bit there. So the cloaking device shouldn't be too far away from here. It's through there, I think. We want to go... I want to go right up through here. Okay, I did want to go right up through here. I'm now seriously considering that I may have done wrong. But, no, maybe not. Maybe, just maybe, we can actually get through this little bit. And if we can get the 2 cloaking devices undone, we can then move on to the next bit. We're damage 135 on this poor beaten vehicle. So if we want to go to there for that one. And... right, now this is where it gets difficult because the Landrover doesn't push through the undergrowth as easily as anything else does. So some of the other machines, they can actually push the trees right over without any problem. Oh, there is the cloaking device. That's going to make life a lot easier. Cloaking removed. And then the final one is all the way over here. So we can get out of the trees here and we can head up this way, just running along that track there. We've got a garage here, locked 0 of 4. So I think if you go to that garage, you can then unlock like extra bits. And then we've got the objective down this way. So first of all, we want to head there. That's where we've next got to get to. So we'd probably be better off if we try to get back to the track where we were just now. Which means turning round. And it's heading mostly that way anyway. We come out along here, I think. I'm going to get between these trees. You've got it. Oh, 98 damage, 35. I'm completely destroying this Land Rover, aren't I? We're going to end up having to drag it back to the garage. It's now bellowing black smoke. Bad things are happening to this Land Rover. 290. If I have one more collision, I've had it. I don't think it's going to work. No, no, no. That was 2 damage. 2. Go on, you can get through. My driving is there. I'm blaming the camera. I am blaming the camera. This is not my fault. This is the camera's fault. Look at the smoke coming off of this thing. Oh, that is brilliant. Right, let's stop here a second and we go F1 again. Oh, so we kind of need to go. Right, if we just go okay, we kind of need to go. See, there's a little road there. That might be a better way to do it. We go up over there and then we can come back this way. Right. Let's try to get through that road. We might have a better chance of actually getting there with our 4 points of damage left on this vehicle. Oh, it's terrible. We can't even hit a rock at any kind of speed. Or it's really going to go wrong. I wanted to try to get the last cloaking device. I might be able to do it. Listen to it. It sounds terrible. It's crying in pain. It really is. At least we do have fuel here. So if I stop like that. There we go. We've refueled. It's not going to repair us. We have to have an actual garage to do that. Go on. You can do it. Oh, this is brilliant. Listen to it. It sounds so pained. If I was playing on Car Mechanic Simulator right now, I would be not overly impressed with the customer that brought me this vehicle. I would be having stern words with them about the way that they look after their machines. Now, can we go along the inside there, or do we need to go up around the outside? There's a lot of rocks up there. We might be able to go around that way, or do we try to go? I think we need to go this way. I think this is the way to go. We need to sort of stay along the side of it here and not venture into that water too much and just kind of hug the edge. I think this is like an old riverbed that has been turned into a road. It's in very poor state. That there looks like the garage that we can use if we want to. Yeah, locked 04. So you've got to bring the garage units to it in order to unlock it, which isn't actually one of our objectives. I love the way it keeps starting and stopping like this. Are we going to do damage trying to get through this bit? Nope, we've done it. Okay, so we've gotten around the first bit of water. We've now got to get, I think we want to get sort of straight through this bit. And then once we've gone through this water and up to the next corner, then we can think about heading in across country for the final stretch, which means that we can get through. Look at the smoke! The smoke! Oh, it's painful to watch. Oh! Okay, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. How do I change? Make me change! Ah. Let's try that. There. I really didn't like that. Okay, there. Let's try that. And right, we're slowly getting through. Now, what's that in the distance? There's something. Oh, that's another logs kiosk, is it? Or is that where we've actually got to take our next deliveries? Let's go forward. I don't know if the game actually has you sink into the mud as you go along. That's the objective right in front of us, and the cloaking device is right there, which is off to our right, I believe. Yes. There is the cloaking device. I can see it. Are we actually going to get there without obliterating our Landrover? We cannot take any hits at all. None. We are going to have to be extremely careful going through here. Okay, there's the camera. And go careful. Easy. Don't hit any trees. I'm leaning forward. I'm trying to peer. I'm trying to peer around things and over things. And it's not working very well. Oh, why can't I just get out and walk? I know where it is. I could walk this last little bit. Quite safely, too. Honestly. Okay. I can see there. Slowly does it. It's right there. What's the bet? And we hit a tree. Right. Oh! Yes! My hands are still in the air. I actually have my hands in the air. Okay, I'm taking them down now. Right, we've done it. We have actually unlocked the whole area. We've uncovered everything. So let's just turn around, and we're probably going to destroy our Land Rover in the process. But now it does. Look at the front of it. Look at that poor creature. That is not how you treat your Land Rover. That really isn't. Oh, that is brilliant. Look at it, the poor thing. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh! I don't think we're going very much further, are we? I tell you what, it is now time to, now that we have uncovered, so we know that we need to get through here. It's going to be a little bit more difficult, but we know that we can do it. It's 1942. We want to go over here to our C25. There we go. Now, it's almost nighttime, so if we can get to the logs, we can then make it... Oh, let's turn the park brake off, shall we? And, you know, I don't care about draining the fuel. Let's just get to it. And if we can get up there nice and quickly, we should be able to get loaded before dark. So at least we've uncovered all the areas. Now, I am thinking that we will, if we do play this game once or twice more before the release of the new one, I might take a look at some mods. I probably won't. I'll probably try to complete the objectives on the first map without mods. I do generally like to do vanilla game. I like to do the game out of the box as it was originally intended by the developers, so that we can really see what the game is capable of doing. And then after I've thoroughly explored that, then I think about mods, add-ons, anything like that. And that is generally the way that I approach all of my gaming. I'd like to see how the game was originally intended, and kind of it gives you an insight into like the thought processes and that behind the mod, the game creators themselves, and what they were trying to achieve when they released it, and what they did with it. And I mean, then afterwards you can customize the game to your heart's content, and that's generally how I feel things should be done. A lot of the mods that are available in this game should be able to be converted over to the new Spintires mud runners, and apparently there's going to be like instructional videos and assistance with that, and it shouldn't be very difficult either. It should be a relatively simple process to make the conversions once you have the new game, at least according to the developers of a new one. Now, where are we? We need to just we just keep going along this road until we get almost to the next vehicle. So we'll carry on thundering up through here a little bit further. And we'll at least get this next load loaded up, and then we are going to be just about out of time, I think. So we will then bid adieu. While I am struggling through this last little bit of mud here, the games that you have on offer for next week will be Factorio, which is, I've done several episodes of Factorio. Big Farmer, which I've played already. Banished, I haven't played that one yet. That's the medieval village builder. Craft the World is the one with all the dwarfs in it. That they create and build all kinds of things, and it's kind of your job to just kind of nurse them through the whole building and crafting process. And then you have Don't Starve, which is the game that I played last week. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one of those you would like. And of course, don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And here we go. Get our load of lumber on. It is night time now, so we'll get the load of lumber on and we'll probably call it a day, actually. So if we stop right there, you do... Oh, no, it's going to let me load up. Can I load big logs? Need to install the long logs cart. So I can load up medium logs. So you have to go twice with that, but that's okay. So there's 4 loads. 4 points. And I can back out round. We'll do a little bit of this at night time. Although I am... Obviously, I'm not going to do very much because I would like to stop now in a minute. Getting towards the end of my time with you. And he's coming through quite nicely, actually. He's working along. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. Oh, and for those of you who want to know how to skip the night, what you do is you press F1 so that you bring up your map screen, and then you just down here you can click. And I found that if you click over here, this clock thing works backwards. It's very bizarre. Do you want to skip 21 hours? No, I don't. If I click there, do you want to skip 20 hours? No, I don't. Now, last time I was clicking over this side. 22 hours? No. And it was making me want to skip the whole night. No, it drains the fuel. But even if I switch the engine off, it will still do the same. That's 2:30 in the morning. 7 hours, and that will take us to 5:10 in the morning. No. 6:30. That'll do. Yes, and that drains 75 litres of fuel. Now it turns the engine back on, which is very bizarre because it drained all that fuel out, and you would think that it wouldn't do that, even though you're skipping the night. So, yes, not only do you have a bad camera, you're also forced to play in poor lighting, even if you don't want to, which I think is very unfair. Right, we scramble through here. Now, the next bit, there was a thing for fuel over near here. Oh, that's down there. Not that it really matters because we're not going to go over here. I'm not going to try and scramble through this bit or get through the river here. I mean, maybe we could try going through the fuel and then down through there, except I don't really want to. I'm too nervous to try that, and I think this journey along here is just going to be too rough. So we will stick with the road and we will go back to the garage. Could you get through there? Because there's not like loads of trees or anything. I'm wondering if we could go to there and then cut down across. We're going to... Well, I tell you what, we will start heading towards the fuel and then we'll see about a cross-country route if we do manage to come back to this game before the release of the next one. I mean, I'm hoping that we will because it's going to be a little while before the release of the next one. I'm really looking forward to the new version. It's going to be brilliant. We'll have a proper camera and everything. It's going to be great. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.